Hi, I'm Seamless, and this is the beginning of a track from scratch. This track from scratch, I'm actually in the middle of another track from scratch. The last one, track from scratch 14, that's the modular electro track from scratch. And as cool as that is, this is the first stream that I've done since I got back from the Netherlands, which is a word that's almost as hard for me to say as synthesis. And I haven't quite fully recovered, like, because I was like, a lot of weirdness happened about my schedule that I got completely obliterated by dance fair. And so now I'm back, and it's been a very long time since I actually looked at that project. And I looked at it before the stream today, and I was just like, I have just fuck all idea about what I want to do with that. So I'm going to leave it alone for a minute. I might return to it, I might not, I don't know. And I'm going to do a completely new one, just to kind of refresh myself and do nothing. And by nothing, I mean I'm going to make a brotacular, bro-steppy, dubstep, super ultra, just bassy sound design, not give a crap about anything kind of song. Something that I'm good at, so that I don't have to pay attention to stuff. The last couple of tracks from scratch have been mostly me confining myself to things to make things interesting, which is fine. Like, I like doing that. Some of my best work has been done with, limitations applied, but I don't want any of that today. So we're gonna do just kind of bullshit. It's gonna be great. We've started, and 8 seconds in, someone's already brought up snarps. Yep, I see that. All kinds of snarps. What's he doing with that stick? This is my space heater's up here, and it turned on, so I went up and turned it off, so that we couldn't hear it, in the mic. Which, actually, I've had a couple of recordings where I have kept it in there, and it wasn't that bad, so I probably shouldn't have cared about it, but it's a little annoying, at least in person, so. Also, I want an excuse to do this. And that's why I don't do that on camera. All right. So we're already at 140. Good job, FL. This is the empty template, which I should really just be using all the time instead of the one where they gives you the limiter, and we'll just pretty good here. I'm, however, just going to put a Maximus up here. And just for schnizzles, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to turn on to linear phase filters and oversampling. Linear phase filters is essentially the cuts between the mid and the high and the low bands. You can either do minimum phase filters or linear phase filters. I haven't noticed a terrible impact on latency when I use linear phase filters, but they do change the sound from, like, if I had a master setup with minimum phase filters and then change the linear phase, the sound changes. So if I make the track with linear phase on the whole time, I might be able to figure a way to make it work with like that. And oversampling, what that does is it prevents intersample peaking, at least to a level that it'll matter to us. I'm just going to leave that alone, not doing anything with it. It's just going to essentially do what the limiter has been doing, only multiband. I'm, however, going to do that to get rid of the delay associated with look ahead delay. Let's start this off right with some sound design. Also, another purpose I want to have with this particular track is I want to super duper involve Superior Drummer. And there's a reason for that, and you'll find out next month. But for now, let's do a citrus. Hello, a citrus. No Xylem stream. Huh. Hey there, SeamlessR. How's it going, man? It's going good, Mr. Smurfenstein. Neat. Okay, actually, I'm going to try something. I'm going to... So even if I... That's fun. That's certainly interesting. kind of into that. Let's try to do something kind of complicated with this. So normally, all right, how would I do this? This would be, I guess, peak filters. So a peaking filter, if you're not familiar with what that is, if you look at the EQ, right? What the EQ's filters are by default are peaking filters. They just create peaks or troughs, I guess. And in the citrus version of it, is we have the gain knob, and the gain, I'm pretty sure, is negative to positive. Yeah, okay, so in the center is actually off, where it's not doing anything, and then down, you can see it creates a hole in the spectrum, and then up it's positive. So it doesn't, it's funny because the writing here doesn't show it as being negative and 100%, but it is. So the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to route all three of these on, and I'm going to do 2 peaks and a trough. And I guess I'll just call it 2 boosts in the cut. It's probably a lot easier to say that. It doesn't need to be there anymore. We just put you, actually, since you're a bass, let's put you in channel 20. Earlier channels are reserved for drums. All right. So this guy doesn't need to be that huge. I do actually need an EQ to look at, though. Do I have... What? No. Okay, exclusive window capture is off. I just want to make sure you can see the menus I'm using, because that's sometimes I don't do that. So let's have you go up like this, and then have you go down like that. They'll just kind of meet in the middle. Gain doesn't be that huge. Resonance could be a little higher. Oh, you're not even peak. Okay, doesn't need to be that intense. And then the last one will be the cut. So the purpose of having done that is it kind of subtly alters the kind of how growly it is. Well, considering it's this harmonic that's causing the issues. If I made it an octave, or is that a fifth? Because octaves be here. That's fun. Let's put you back down to 4. Gotta love that clicking. It'd be kind of weird if I did huge octaves. Weird organ FM. That's something I haven't tried yet. It's slightly altering. So actually came here with this. Do we a bit slightly bigger version of this, but quieter and wider. And you can go lower, and you can go the other way. So the cool thing about using the saw wave as the carrier in this case is that when it's not being FM'd, it just is a saw wave. So it preserves a lot of sharpness for however good that can be. This is a little loud. For me, maybe not so much for you guys. Read the chat, mate? What? I'm not doing stuff. I read the chat. Nothing's doing. That's fun. Neat. All right, that's a pretty good bass for a bass. Let's modulate that with some stuff. Probably don't need to be that long. In fact, actually, let's just do one of these. And then activate, automate. So that's fun. What cool things can we do there? Let's do something basic, like get me some delay in here. Because I've been doing that a lot recently. But not enough that I remember where the delay bank is. Okay. Wee. Cool. Some gross beat. Yeah, maybe some gross beat. Where are the two samplers? I had a plan for something just now that I was gonna do. Oh god, what was I gonna do? Was it the Vocodexing? Vocodexing is gonna be involved at some point. But I'm not totally sure that's what I was after here. I had an idea. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I was gonna actually do some ring modulation. Fun. Fibbing the saws. There you go. Make sexy beats, he says, and I might. I mean, I'm gonna try. Let's do something wacky. Let's see, these will result in kind of a lot of bad. Doesn't that look special? It's pretty fun. What was happening here? That was the delay that was causing the reverb. But like, what if I... So I have to be careful with this part because I haven't distorted anything yet, which is usually a big part of this, but I didn't need to so far. All right. So I'm going to merge the two like this. I'll have a distorted signal, but it'll be special. Cool. This will make it pretty good. One of the bases. I'll leave that alone for now. I'm pretty into that. So let's do another one. And because we're doing broderism, brotacularness. The chat is interesting today. Why is there a D in fridge but not in refrigerator? Well, there's a lot of questions about English that aren't accounted for. But yeah, like I said, since we're doing Brotacular, let's actually use serum for this. Tiny serum that no one can see. This will get fixed eventually, I promise. Now, I had a preset that I made that was pretty sweet. Yeah, y'all aren't here to see me use presets. Let's get us, I don't know, let's get us something cool. I forget what these sound like, these guys. Well enough. Let's do remapping, but also before we do remapping, let's come in here. Let's see, multis, squarify. So squarified all of them. Process, normalize each gain separately. And now remap. It's one of those ones that's really two. Neat. Let's do me up something weird. Actually, one of these actually was pretty great. It's a really big one. Cool. Layer in just a saw, because why not? Distort shit off. But actually, do I want to do the EQ before this or after this? I'm not totally sure. Well, let's try it. We'll figure it out. Do one of these. That's interesting. Oh, that's gonna be pretty fun. And pull a virtual riot here. And pull one of these. Cool, that wasn't actually what I meant to do, but it's pretty neat nonetheless. And then the filter. Let's do all passes. And then compressor, but after all this. And just multi-band it. Just mirror its face off. Fun. Suppose I have to turn on legato. Wow, cool. That's the timer. That scared the shit out of me. Indeed. So I want to slide down. I don't have slide notes. Although I guess I could do it manually with the pitch mod, but it's easy enough to do that with actual motion. That's pretty fine, to be totally honest. And the next part, we'll continue making this sound because Starfire is just a serum, but I'm going to be doing a lot more things with that. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for doing that. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And as usual, have a nice day.